on, Sagis? Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Elevated Spirits. It's Jazi, your favorite Cali reader. This is going to be your 11/11 portal reading. So keep in mind, as always, my readings are general in nature, meaning they're not going to resonate with all of you, nor are they meant to. So please take the messages that apply, leave the rest for those they're meant for. All right. If you do happen to catch this video after the 11/11 portal, remember the energies are still going to be very prominent and prevalent throughout the rest of November, and I believe fall into December as well. I mean, maybe even longer, honestly, but it affects everybody differently. We're all in different places on the timeline. So, let's get into your reading, shall we? Okay, Spirit saying use this deck. I started off with the other one earlier, and no messages wanted to come through that one, so I ended up having to switch. So I wanted to check in just to make sure, like, are we still on this deck, or are we going back to the other one for you guys? So we're gonna stay on this one. So, Spirit for Sagittarius. What is this 11/11 portal energy highlighting for them at this time? What is it aligning them to? What does it need them to know? 111 on the timer. Spirit for Sagittarius. Clear, accurate messages for their highest and greatest good only, nothing less. What is the theme? This 11/11 portal for Sag. So we have justice. Okay. That's interesting energy, Sagittarius. With protection at the bottom. What y'all got going on, Sag? Okay. I feel like, I mean, obviously we still are in the year of the 8, right? 8 is the year of karma. So it feels like, Sag, some of you have been really in this energy of maybe waiting. It feels like some of y'all have been waiting quite some time for something to happen, for something to take place. And this is Spirit letting you know that it's finally here. Okay. That justice is being served. It feels like some of you have been, just like I said, waiting for quite some time. Maybe it's going to happen either this 11/11 portal time during that time frame, or more towards your birthday season. Okay, so or like, more towards your birthday, I should say. So let's see, Spirit for Sag. But yeah, it does feel like whatever this is for you, Sagittarius, it is going your way. So if it is, maybe let's say a legal case or court battle, you guys are, Spirit is letting you know you are divinely protected, you are divinely shielded. You do have to accept that and declare that, know that, right, for it to be made real, because you do have the free will to decide that you're not, and you will also see results of that. So it's important to always declare, even if you know that you're protected, to always just declare, I'm safe. Y'all see how that flipped out like that? Ooh, come through, Spirit. All right, so fish hook at the bottom. So this could definitely be Sagittarius, someone that is trying to trap you. Okay, someone that's trying to maybe come off as helpless, come off um as they, like, they can't do better, or that they need something, or whatever this is. You need to be ready. You need to be ready for anything with this person, whoever this is. I'm not sure yet, but for some of you, this is a person who likes to play con games. They like to bait and switch, right? Draw you in for one thing and then switch it up on you, and it's really something else, right? It's like karma is taking care of this person for you, especially if this has to do with like a legal battle or something like that. This is Spirit saying you need to be prepared, you need to be ready. Okay. um because you may find yourself in that same type of boat, being helpless, okay, or not having the resources you need. Like, this could be really about anything, but that's what I'm getting off of that. Like I said, bottom of the deck, protection. You have to know that you're protected, but also declare it. Okay, that's how you like really activate that. So let's see. What else is this for Sagittarius Spirit? Because it feels like, too, if for those of you that are dealing with some type of power struggle within like the legal system, something like that, you're being told to be ready for anything, because it feels like whoever this person is, or whoever you're up against, it's like they're not taking no for an answer, or they're not going to give up easily. 444 on the timer again. So this is like a double indication of you're divinely shielded, you're protected. But I feel like it's kind of like it really feels like, Sagittarius, some of you, this is indicative of it feels like it is some type of an initiation. Okay. This feels like a level, like it's preparing you to level up. Okay, it's really helping build your confidence, but also making you unbreakable. It's to me, it feels like more. This is helping you be unfuckwithable. A lot of people like to claim that energy, but they don't really know what that fucking means. They don't really embody being unfuckwithable and what that means, how deep that goes, right? So, this feels like whatever this is, Sag. This is preparing you for that. Okay, it's preparing you to step into a new energy. Okay, it's preparing you for whatever's ahead, especially like shit going on in the world, however that may affect us, not only collectively but individually. Okay, so at the bottom we have detach. All right, it feels like some of you may be too like invested in something, like way more invested than you need to be. Okay, so we have give. One of the best feelings we can experience is given to others. When we do so, we feel lifted in our lives. We feel lifted up and our lives improve greatly because of someone else's happiness. Think of one way you can give to another today. All right. Especially if there's something that's like really stressing you out or that that's been really heavily on your mind and it's not positive. That's really an easy way to shift that energy is by donating your time to someone else, right? If you don't have like actual things to donate, right? But it's more so about donating your time, donating your energy, right? Putting your energy into something else because that shifts your focus, right? So then it gives the universe and your guides and your team time to clear whatever this energy is and bring in justice and restore the balance, the scales karmically, okay, on a karmic level, on an energetic level, right? So and for those of you that are also getting maybe some type of settlement is coming out of this, okay, it feels like spirit is asking you to donate as well, give to charity. Always do your research, okay, so you know exactly for sure, okay, where your money is going. Because karmically, people we donate with our good intentions, but where the problem comes in, where a lot of where what I've learned at least that a lot of people aren't aware of is that when we give money to people and you don't know what they're going to use it for, that karma for whatever they use it for. So say if they do use it for S trafficking, right? That karma falls on you as well because you are the one who actually, funded the cause, right? So it's just something to keep in mind. That's why I stopped, for the most part, unless I'm really guided or I feel really called, I don't give money to people standing on the side of the street anymore. And it's just because I know that a lot of them don't use it for the right thing, and I'm not saying that all of them are like that. I can't say I know everything because I don't. None of us do, right? But for the most part, the majority, from what I've observed, right, as long as I've been on this planet, most people don't use it for the right thing. So I have to now consider what that does for me karmically, how that reflects on my karma, how that racks up my karmic debt from someone else's actions, even though my intentions were good and pure, right? Not everybody's intentions are like mine. Not everybody has my heart, and I can't expect that from other people. So it's just something to consider. You shouldn't expect that from other people as well. We can't expect us in other people. It's like it's hard to say that though, right? Because we are a mirror, right? We're all one, but so I don't know. It's like is that an aspect of us that we're seeing in them, right? I feel like it could be that too. So anyway, let's keep going. So let's see. Spirit for Sag. I hope I wasn't calling out Aries because I just did. I just finished Aries reading, but I know we're reading for Sag, so I do apologize if at any point I have said Aries. I don't think I have, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I don't know. It's questionable. So just in case. Let's see. Spirit for Sag. What is going on? What's going on? Okay. And what I'm also getting here, Sagittarius, is that some of you, this detach energy is detaching from. Some of y'all have been, like I said, waiting for someone to get their karma, to receive some type of repercussion, something like that. It's not happening because you're so focused on it. Okay. Some of y'all are really stubborn about letting something go or just shifting your attention away from it. And that's not going to help you. So it's going to be important for you to give your energy to something else and to allow this restoration of the balance of the scales, the balance to come back in. Okay. So two cards that came out for you guys, Sagittarius, major arcana. So we have the Chariot, Cancer energy, and we also have the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. Okay. So those signs may be of significance, but this Hierophant also deals with organizations, regulations, things like that, traditional, spaces. organizations. So this could definitely be justice, court system, things like that. Things it feels like is you're having a victory though. Here is what this looks like. Okay, it's like you're having a victory because you actually learned a lesson. You fulfilled your end of whatever contract this was. Okay, so even if this isn't anything in the legal system, physically, right, in the matrix, for others of you, this could definitely be spiritual court. Okay, where your staying power and your ability to keep going and keep fighting and being determined to fight for what you knew was correct, or stand on 10 toes down on your ethics and your morality, things like that, whatever it is, it's like it's paying off in a major way, Sagittarius. Okay, so it feels like you just this portal energy is basically bringing through this victory for you. Okay, so that's why Spirit is saying detach. Okay, you've done all your work, you've done what you needed to do, you've done your part, right? Look underneath that abundance, look underneath that surrender. Come through, Spirit, surrender. Okay, it's repeating what the fuck I just said. Fresh start. Okay, so it's like you have a new beginning underneath whatever is going on right now, that some of y'all feel like you've been done wrong, you've been wronged in some type of way. This is Spirit letting you know you've done your part. You just need to let things happen and play out as it needs to. Okay, and don't worry about that. You just need to stay in alignment with the Chariot here. Keep your head and heart on the same page. Okay, and I feel like also part of why some of you are experiencing what you're going through is because it's putting you in a position to be a teacher. Some of you are meant to teach what it is that you know, but you can't teach anything that you haven't already actually learned, right? By way of experience, by way of having been through it and gone through it, right? And come out on the other side of it, right? Let's see. What else, Spirit, for Sag? What is this about? But like I said, your determination is paying off, okay? Look, Six of Pentacles. The energy you put out is being reciprocated, meaning whatever energy you've been telling the universe or exuding, you know what I'm saying, it always comes back. That is simply in a nutshell what karma is. It's whatever is put out comes back. That pendulum has to swing back. When you go put on, even when you sit on the swing, right, you swing it forth, it has to come back. That's natural, you know law of gravity and physics, right? So it's just how the shit works. So it's like your energy is being returned to you. Okay, some of you as well, this isn't gonna, like I said, be for all of you. Okay, but some of you are drawing in, because this is your good karma being paid back to you. Some of you are drawing in someone that you're going to end up marrying. Okay, not going to be for all of you. Please don't try to take it if you know it doesn't apply. But for some of you, this person is going to be someone who is equally yoked, meaning they have the energy to give. They have they have the space and the mental and emotional capacity to meet you halfway, to give you what you give them, to match your energy. Okay, that's really beautiful. But that's again how you attract that, though, is by giving what you want, right? You have to be able willing to match that energy first by giving what it is that you want from someone else, right? So some of you, that's again what that message was talking about earlier with give. So not only do you feel lifted up, but you put yourself in a position for that energy to be reciprocated back to you. I'm not saying that's why we should do it, no, but as a natural byproduct, that does happen, right? So devil, another major arcana, this major arcana for Capricorn. Okay, some of you may have Capricorn in your chart, or this but the devil typically represents something that tries to keep us stuck, bound, tied. Sorry, it represents our ego. Okay, spiritually speaking, it represents your ego. That's what the devil is within all of us. That is what the devil is really spiritually. We've been taught though that it's an entity outside of us, but the devil literally the devil and the God lives within, right? Both the shadow, the light, and the dark lives within, right? So for some of you, Sagittarius, this is, some of you have been in this energy a little bit longer than you need to be. Okay, some of you have been really maybe fearful, maybe a bit codependent, depending too much on other people for what you need, or just too focused maybe on money, or just all the things that are tied to the 3D. Okay, that for some of you is what you're needing to detach from. Okay, for some of you, this is something that is very toxic, that you're not supposed to keep around. Some of you, it's something that you're needing to let go of, but it's there as a trap, right? It's there to see, like, what decision are you going to make, right? Are you going to let it go, knowing that it shouldn't be here, knowing that you've learned all the things you're supposed to learn from it, Or you're going to try to justify why you should keep it around, try to make excuses. I've done that, so that's why I can call it out, because I see it. I see it. I've lived it, right? So I feel like some of you are kind of experiencing the same thing at this time. And so it's like justice can't be served. Things can't be, balance can't be restored if you're keeping people around who created the justice, who created the imbalance in the first place, right? It's like you're saving other people from their karma. But death at the bottom, another major arcana. I can't even make it up. Scorpio energy, ending, major ending, transformation. Once it's done, like coming, when you get to the death, that's it. This is, done, right? Meaning that something has to completely end before something new can begin. This is not coming back from this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Can't come back from whatever this is type of energy. And that's at the bottom. So this is, look, followed by the tower. Holy shit. So yeah, this is definitely a major ending with the emperor. All these major arcanas, y'all. I'm just saying, Sag. Like, it feels like some of you, whatever this is, it's like something that y'all are being guided to move away from. Some of y'all, this was a karmic situation that you learned your lessons from. It was a karmic contract that some of y'all had with someone, and you've done everything you're supposed to do in that situation. But some of you, because of your codependency, because of your own devilish ways, right? The ways that you allow your ego to run the show and control your life is keeping you stuck, tied, and bound to something that some of y'all were supposed to have ended already. Some of y'all are supposed to have already ended it. Even if you have, it's like y'all opened the door again. You didn't leave the door closed. Okay, so some of you guys are now being put in a position to where the universe is doing it for you because you didn't let it end on your own. The universe is stepping in and causing a tower, meaning it's knocking that shit down for you in order to put you back in your power. Some of you have essentially given your power away to a connection, to a relationship where you're constantly giving and giving and giving, and maybe you think you're receiving, but really you're being controlled, you're being stuck, you're being manipulated in some type of way. That's not for all of you, but some of you, this is definitely what that is. Okay, and that's what you're being asked to detach from. So some of you, it's like you're paralyzed with this person is because they have some type of hold on you. Okay, that's not for all of you. Don't take it if it doesn't fit. And this, and I'm not saying this at all to ensue fear, not at all, but you need awareness to know what the fuck to do. Okay, to know how to move, right? So if you feel like you guys know if this is a person around you that you know tries to play on your vulnerabilities, tries to play on your emotions, okay, that tries to play, mind games and shit like that, you know exactly who this is, and that's who you need to detach from, okay? And now my throat chakra is starting to all of a sudden get all, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they don't want me to say too much, okay? Some of y'all, that's part of your thing that you're needing to learn at this time is when to speak up, okay? So let's see, Spirit, what's the overall message here for Sagittarius? What is the overall message? Whoa. So you have the Lovers, another major arcana. Jesus Christ, Sagittarius. Okay. So with the Six of Cups at the bottom. So it definitely feels like this was a soulmate. Okay. And soulmates are not always people that you're supposed to stay with. They're not always people that are your forever person. I know a lot of us have been duped with that, thinking that, your soulmate means that that's the person you're supposed to be with for the rest of your life. Come to find out that is definitely not the case. Some soulmates can appear as romantic partners, yes, but they can also appear as parents. They could appear as your siblings, as your kids, friends, strangers. Okay, soulmates appear in a multitude of different ways. So, anyway, oh, what I'm also getting, Sagittarius, is some of you, there's someone that you're needing to leave behind because you have something way better coming in. Okay, some of you, it's a true divine masculine. Look at that, King of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. Okay, it's like this generous, wealthy, well-established, stable person that some of y'all, it's a new person, that's going to come by way of you leaving. You have to walk away from something. It's like something you're needing to leave behind first in order to let that in. It feels like it's this devil. Whoever this devil represents for you, Sagittarius, that is who you're needing to let go of. Meaning this is someone, if it's not a Capricorn, okay, this is someone who operates heavily in their ego, okay? Meaning someone that maybe you feel stuck, tied, or bound to, someone that maybe you depend a little bit too much on, okay? Someone that maybe puts you in a position where you have to depend on them. That is not healthy. That's toxic as fuck. That's controlling. That is manipulative and is not good, okay? So whatever that is for you, some of you, it's like, well, they do stuff for me. They help me. I get that. But if it's still toxic as fuck, Spirit, you have to trust and know that Spirit will always replace what it is that's being taken or what you feel like you're losing. Spirit is always going to give you something better in its place, either the exact same thing but in a healthier form, or something even better, like upgraded. Okay, you just have to know that, right? So it's like if you didn't like you got your car taken from you, you have to know that spirit will eventually upgrade you. I went through that. Okay, so it's and I'm just saying that as a analogy to relate, like to let you know, like I lived it. I live what the fuck I talk about. So just saying. So but yeah, know that whatever it is you're being guided to walk away from, to leave behind, you're protected as you do so. Okay, but it's like you're being positioned to be upgraded, and it feels like, and you need to be ready, especially if this is about a person who tries to play on your emotions, is try to get you in a vulnerable state, things like that. Just know that this person doesn't have good intentions. Okay, so you need to be on your shit, right? Get your protection up, your spiritual hygiene together. Okay, for those that where that applies. But be ready. Okay, be ready. And I'm not trying to say that like you should be ready for something, but it's just to say that you're ready so you don't have to get ready. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Meaning if anything does pop off, I'm prepared, but I'm not expecting it, right? I'm not expecting it. I'm not, anticipating it. But if it happens, I'm more than ready, right? That's the energy that I'm getting here. Okay. So Sagittarius is what I have for you. I trust that those of you that have found resonance, that gain value from the reading, you know what to do. So I love y'all so much. Until next time.